Chat, welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. We're going to start today's stream out a little bit differently with some kind of React sort of content, but also it's still Planet Coaster 2 related, so I think you guys will enjoy. Update 2 just rolled out, I believe, this morning, if not last night sometime. So, while we could read through the change log or the update log, whatever, on Steam, or I'm sure maybe even Frontier has it on their website, I personally prefer watching these little videos. I know they put a lot of time and effort into them, so that's what we're going to be checking out first today. Hopefully that's all good. Harshita again!
Give me that XP.
Harshita, thank you so much. Just needed to get that XP. You definitely didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, though. I do appreciate the support. Truly. Okay, let's check this out. Ready, chat?
Ahoy everyone! Update 6 will be making its way to you on June the 30th, and we are so excited to show you some of the highlights today. In this video, we'll be showing you modular souvenir shops, on-ride photos, and the returning fairy tale and pirate themes from the original Planet Coaster. We'll also be looking at the D-theme coasters for this
Was that another animatronic? Hang on. Gotta go back.
and pirate themes from the original Planet Coaster. We'll also be looking...
That's good. Chat, that's good. We were just talking about how there weren't too many animatronics, or like the old ones, you know, weren't in the game yet. Turns out they were going to do it
the
anyways.
D-theme coasters for this update, plus the returning flat ride, Coriolis. Let's have a look at this very exciting update.
Haha, I see what they did there.
We are thrilled to introduce modular souvenir shops to the game, so your guests will never forget the amazing time they had in
That's
your park.
cool.
If you want to add one to your park, you will be able to build your very own, or of
Dang it, dude, we just built a gift shop. Now we're going to have to redo it? Honestly, worth
course, place down a Planet Coaster themed blueprint. Enjoy building with modular pieces and using scenery from all the different themes to create your unique
Interesting.
boutique. You will be able to sell various pieces of merch in your shop, including plushies, mugs, and more. In this corner of the shop, you might also notice a photo kiosk. These kiosks can be placed anywhere, just like counters, and are the perfect segue for us to talk to you about on-ride photos.
it. Yes, sir.
On-ride photos are a brand new feature we are very excited to show you. Simply place down your camera based on which moment of the ride will get the best reactions from the guests, and therefore the best pictures. The better the quality of your photo, the more your guests will want to buy it. A preview window will show you what the pictures will look like as you decide on the camera placement, and once the picture is taken, the connected photo kiosk will sell it to your guests. Photo kiosks can be placed anywhere like other counters, including in the upcoming modular souvenir shops.
Once upon a time, in the original Planet Coaster, we created the fairy tale theme, so you could populate your parks with dragons, castles, and colourful villages. This enchanting theme will be returning for Planet Coaster 2 as part of this update.
Oh, I used to love that
And
little
that's not all.
puppet thing.
Get ready to shiver your timbers, because the pirate theme will be also returning with ships, skulls, and the ever-popular Kraken and Pirate animatronics.
Yep. We need that, dude.
We'll also be bringing you 2 more standard D-theme versions of coasters, the Big M's Rides Water Coaster and the Movement Construction Mine Train. We're really looking forward to seeing how you customize these coasters for your guests to enjoy.
The dizzying Coriolis flat ride will be making its comeback from the original Planet Coaster. Rebuilt from the ground up, we hope you and your guests will enjoy it.
I don't even think
We've
I
also
remember that
included some audio enhancements such as volume
Oh,
sliders for your speakers and the
that's
ability to
good.
play playlists. There'll be a number of pre-existing playlists available, which means you can, for example, place various speakers or playing the Mythology playlist in the Mythology area of your parks and really set up the perfect atmosphere for your guests.
Nice.
We've also
We were just talking about doing that too, weren't we? With I don't remember what we were working on, but we were trying to add music and I couldn't find any like Western theme stuff.
increased the scenery piece limit when saving out blueprints. We will be releasing Update 6 on the 30th of June alongside a variety of fixes and
The 30th of June? Are we late? Chat. When did this video come out? 6 days ago!
optimizations. You can learn more about these
How? How does this stuff happen and I just don't know? That's
in the full
nuts.
changelog by visiting planetcoaster.com or clicking the link in the video description.
So it's been out for a few days. My bad. Also, even this video came out 6 days ago, and I did not see it until, well, I launched Planet Coaster at the, like, before stream even started, and realized that Update 6 had already landed. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, since Monday, you'll love the update. All right. Yeah, we'll be checking it out. You didn't have your notifications on? I wonder, actually, I'm not even subscribed to the Planet Coaster channel. We're gonna fix that. The bell is on. The bell is on, ladies and gents. Anywho, that's pretty neat. I think we'll likely be checking out some of that stuff, hopefully, today. It's not the main goal, though. Just something that was... something I wanted to show off real quick. There was, actually, one more thing. Let me go back to YouTube. There was, chat. I'm scrolling through my subscription feed the other night, and I found this
chicken butt rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Josh, aka Joe, thank you so much for the super right there. 20 pounds. That's how much I weigh. Thank you so much, Joss. Very cool. Very, very kind. Is that top the leaderboard? Yes, sir. 1,475 points now. Hey, congrats, Joss. Huge lead. Yeah, I'd say so. All right, what was I talking about? I was scrolling through my subscriptions, and I noticed a Bright Sun Films thumbnail. It just really caught my eye. So I'm going to show you guys that really quick, too. If you aren't familiar with Bright Sun Films, would recommend. He does a lot of really cool sort of like mini doc series. Not a sponsor, of course. Also, don't know this person IRL. Just seems like a cool guy. Anyways, this right here, this thumbnail, the Lone Star Steakhouse. I was like, I think I could make that in Planet Coaster too. So I feel like today maybe that's how we're going to structure our poo lease station, right? We need a bathroom for the Western Zone, so we were going to make a police station and maybe have a security checkpoint type of thing in there as well, or like security staff resting facility, that type of thing. But it seems like it'd be pretty easy to recreate. So I'd really like to try to make something at least similar to that today. That's the goal. That is the goal. But yeah, Bright Sun Films. If you haven't checked them out before, give them a try. I think you'll enjoy it. Harshita said my XP is broken. Okay, that's not great. Are you still at 75? You're still at 75. Yeah, that's I'm not really even sure what to tell you on that one. Honestly, feels bad. Especially after you did an additional $14.99. Like, what the heck? Honorary second place, maybe? Second and a half place? Do they do that? Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just rereading the little help window on there. I don't see anything about that. Uncle T said if I could give Harshita my third place crown, I would. All I can say is you got scammed. I mean, kinda. We'll know though, right? We know. Anywho, let's get to late game, shall we? We've done a little bit of lollygagging. Uh-oh, is my green screen off again? It is. Which side? This side? I probably bumped it. AC/DC, you know, it's a heck of a thing. Is that better? We got that, yeah, got that little corner to disappear. Nice. Nice. So, chat, you're probably looking at this right now thinking, something's different. Can't quite put my finger on it, but this looks different since the end of the last stream. And it is, but only slightly. Over the weekend, as I was waiting on some other edits to render, I did hop back on here just to do some tiny little minuscule detail work, okay? You really didn't miss much. It's mostly fences, and I brought over some cacti for here. But I did end up grabbing this building, duplicated it, and converted it into a little wagon storage facility. I think it turned out pretty well, honestly. I kept most of the decorations, had to add in a couple more. Really, really had to change out the interior support structure too, because it didn't line up, honestly, whatsoever. But it's cool. We've got some missing boards, missing planks and stuff too, just to kind of give it more of a rustic type of feel. And then something else. Random Dude GT, welcome back. Good to see you. Anyone else who's just now joining us, welcome to stream. Thank you for being here today. I do appreciate it. Settle in. Get your drinks, get your snacks. We're going to be here for a little while, all right? It's kind of why we started a little earlier today. So I appreciate all you guys that can make it out. I didn't really care for our original barrel fruit barrel design, right? I kind of just ended up putting like a base plate in there and just one little pile of fruit on the top. So with these, if we edit this one real quick, I buried a bunch of other fruit underneath the top layer so that it would at least look full. You know what I'm saying? I dig it. I think it looks quite a bit nicer. Not sure if we had this animatronic up front or not, but after I finished the barrel, I was like, you know what? I could probably make like some sort of fruit stand. And so I got these marketplace. Let me drag one out so you can really see it. This is what they look like individually. These little marketplace crates, marketplace decorations. And I scaled them down a little bit, scaled the fruit down as well, and just started filling it with fruits. So in my mind, this is a Granny Smith apple. We've got oranges. We've got the red apple, whatever those are called. Probably potatoes or something. This could be like a white onion. It's more of a yellow. And then this would be like a red onion, pretty much. But yeah, that's one of the other minor change I made to this was I put general store under go on, get. So the name just makes a little bit more sense now. You know that it's a general store. But now, chat, we've got all these new little things that we can put inside of here. So we'll probably be editing the interior of this slightly today too. Sort of just putting some souvenirs and whatnot on display. I don't know that we're going to put our ride camera thing in here. We'll figure that out. We'll see if we're even going to mess with that today. I'm honestly not really sure. If you put the new gift shop counter empty there, it will look like the guests buy fruits. Yep. Anywho, on the back side of Guns and Grub. Let me change my camera real quick so we can go in here a little bit easier. I was feeling like the interior seating wasn't really sufficient for this place. I also added a nice little menu. Accurate pricing. I know it seems astronomical. That is how much stuff costs here. And the names of everything are accurate. That's all we offer. Club sandwiches, lasagna, salad, and curry. Unfortunately, can't be changed. So, what's new is there's a new little door. Same door that's in the front, just relocated around the back. We've got new railing, a full pergola gazebo type deal spanning across most of the rear of the place. I just felt like even like little supports up there. I just felt like we needed more seating and this was the solution. Basically, just extend this back portion and sort of make some outdoor seating. One of you had suggested doing that in the previous stream, and I almost scoffed at it just because I was done for the day. But it was a really good idea, so thank you for suggesting that previously. And then, I don't know if you guys noticed this, we needed to have some sort of facility that was kind of tucked away just for our staff. A place for them to take a load off, a place for them to rest. So I made like a storm cellar type thing. Is that what you would call this? But it has an interior. It's totally like functional and everything. So if we go through this door, we go to the inside here and turn my little light on so you can really see everything. It's got a ceiling. Don't mind the hairline gap there. That's as good as I could get it. And then if we go down a little bit further, this is the door that leads into the staff resting facility. You can see we already have a staff personnel resting in here. Standing, I guess. Looks like a nuclear bomb shelter. Yeah, it's a fallout shelter. Kind of. I don't know. I thought it was cool. And this staircase actually works. It meets up to the rest of this invisible path over here. Of course, you can't see, but it is there. I liked it. It's kind of, it's out of the way. It doesn't need its own separate building or anything like that. It's just beneath one of our existing ones. So we may be copying this around to other buildings later on, but the facility that's under the ground now should be plenty for the amount of staff members we currently have. Should be. We also have more trash cans strung about, a couple more benches, and you'll see this fence line goes all the way around to the entrance, which we still need to figure out. I feel like having just a hole in the mountain isn't really good enough. I think we can do better. I don't know that we're going to tackle that today. Main goal, like I said earlier, is the police station. I think that's the first thing that we need to work on because these guests have no restrooms. There's no such facilities. Now, I had another idea too, just this morning, which was basically to take this deer tay over here, that dirt, and bring it all the way up along the edge of this path. And then every structure over on this side probably won't be enterable, probably won't have any sort of path leading to it or anything like that. But I was considering making sort of some rundown shack-looking structures like this that would be the Wild West miner houses. Not miner like a person who's too young. Miner like they spend all their time in the mines, you know? I guess back then child labor laws weren't really a thing, so it could go either way. But yeah, that's the plan for today, so hopefully that's cool with everyone. I think we'll just get started on the police station straight away. Heather, welcome to Strem. Yeah, if you guys want shoutouts, you gotta get here early. Gotta be here at the beginning of stream. About 5 minutes in is usually when it starts. So if you want your name to be shouted out, that's the way to do it. Occasionally, I will do another if I notice somebody's name, but it's rare. Well, I don't know now. Yes, I am saying police. Correct. The police station, not the police station. No, Western sheriffs are not called police. They're just sheriffs. But Arrow suggested, one of our other head mods had suggested the name. So I think we're just going to go with that. Kathy said I spit my drink about the police station. That's good. That's the kind of reaction that we're looking for. I'm now going back on my word, and maybe we won't get started with the police station because of all that new stuff that Update 6 added with the souvenir shop. So maybe we should probably check that out first. Don't you think? We're going to have to find it. Is it going to be in scenery? We've got a bunch of security stuff, too, that we can use on the police station. There is our ride camera. That's cool. Let's see, let me just make sure that it's not also in here. Negative. Could it be under path extras? No. I feel like it's almost gotta be under facilities, right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, no. Souvenir decor. Oh, dude. That's a bummer, right? Because we just remade all of these things that Plastic Swans, I believe, created. And now we're going to have to do it all over again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Could be worse, I guess. We don't have to get rid of all of them, I suppose. Because not all of these are Western themed, so we should probably only add the ones that are. Got poster tubes. This is really neat. Souvenir postcards. Like, that would look good up here, probably, if it would fit. Is this counter even the right kind of counter now? Or has that changed too? It's got to be in custom, right? Souvenir shops. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. That's what we were looking for. There's a photo kiosk shop, photo kiosk counter, modular souvenir shop cash register. And we currently have this. So we probably do need to change it, huh? We can do that. We can do that. But we're going to have to get rid of this other one. What's the difference between these? This offers different stuff. Yeah, it's got t-shirts as well. 69 items not for sale. Huh? This item is not currently displayed and will not sell. Add it to a new shelf or existing shelf. I see. I see. Okay. Sorry, Chad. I gotta just figure out how this all works first. Oh, and then parent shop. So should we... Well, that can't even be changed. Those don't get connected together. You just basically connect all of this stuff. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab that. Grab that, grab that. Grab this, grab that. And probably the shovel display too. I hate to do it, but we kind of just have better things now. Better things to choose from. We're gonna slide them on back over here. But yeah, this counter. Sorry, Armando. Is this gonna fire him? I don't think that's gonna fire him. We're gonna have to do that on our own. Sorry, buddy. It's not you, it's me. Let's get rid of that. See if we can't move this over. You know what? I bet we can with this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, that's pretty close to the center, I'd say. Height looks good. It's funny, it's almost the same width as the old one. Or the same... Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. Maybe, never mind. We're going to have to do them piece by piece. Yeah. Because I kind of built the whole thing at a weird angle. There we go. And then these can just go bye-bye. Chat, if you're enjoying this stream or other streams you might have seen in the past, make sure to drop a like on this one. It really, really helps out. And please do the same if you're watching this back over on the second channel, Toogii 2. Just a friendly reminder, if you're not able to catch the entirety of the stream today, you can watch the whole thing back on that second channel. Link is always down in the description. Yeah, we don't even need that one. We can just get rid of that altogether. Looks good enough. Can you customize these at all? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, so we're going to need this brown color.
Go into a sound healing meditation, person in lotus position emoji. See you all later, people hugging emoji.
Person in lotus position emoji. I've never heard that one read aloud. Val, all good. Enjoy it. Hopefully you get healed by the sound and the meditation and stuff. And do some of this, right? Appreciate you, Val. Appreciate you. Let's just go all brown, probably. Well, can we just change the countertop? What the heck does that change? Probably just the front. Dang it. Yeah, that's my guess. Okay, yeah, all brown it is. It's kind of ugly, but it's functional, right? Okay. Let's do some shelves, chat. True, yeah. Last stream it did not crash. It's been good. It's been good. You know what? Something like this should probably go over here, right? Okay, we've got one connected shelf. Balloon display? Do the balloons just go on the floor? Maybe we'll do that one last. We've got corner display with cabinets as well. Put those in the corners. Oh, so you pretty much have to have a path to be able to place these on. Yeah, they can't be placed unless they're on a path. That's good to know, though. So we're going to have to, like, move all of these around with the multi-select tool. It is what it is. We've got pool floaties. Shirt display. I mean, I'd like to sell just about everything other than pool noodles, or pool rings, floaties. Maybe not even balloons. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Well, we've got some height over here, so I suppose this is probably where we'll put some shirts. Or maybe we'll do these closer to the door. God, that's so cool, dude. Yeah, that's really neat. Again, like I said, we're going to have to use multi-select to move them around, just because that's the way that this type of thing tends to work. But we'll slide them on back. That looks good. How neat, dude. All right, so we've got some t-shirts. What else do we want in here? Let's do standing display without cabinet, maybe over here. I'm gonna do that over here. Also neat. Oops. Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna do standing display cabinets with the cabinet at the base over yonder. Oops. Must have selected something else by mistake. There we go. I'm just excited to see, like, when guests come in and buy stuff now, they're actually going to leave with, like, little gift bags and whatnot. Whereas before, I don't know that there was any sort of visual indicator that they had just purchased something. Maybe there was, and I just missed it. Oh, I guess the hats. They would don a hat if they purchased one. Oh, and then we've got the island. Ah, that's what that is. Island display. So that's going to go not against a wall, but kind of against each other. Right? You do something like this, and then you've got your corner cabinets as well. They go something like that. That's neat. I just don't know if we have the floor space in here for something so large. Actually, in that area, it kind of fits okay. We could even just do the corners. Oh, it's not going to let me select that now? What the heck? Like, we could just do these. and have like these little circular islands. That could be cool. I still need something else for behind the register, though. Oh, and over here. Let's see what else we've got. Move it over and add a second one. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna. You know, chat, in the previous stream, I was talking about how it seemed like the channel was just sort of steady, but it wasn't like the steady number that I'm used to seeing, you know what I mean? And last night, I was actually watching a Jacksepticeye video, something he put on his second channel, actually, which was kind of funny. But he said, after he started playing Schedule 1, he seems to think that maybe his videos aren't being pushed out to as many of his subs anymore. Could be something that's happening with us as well. I know way back when we tried Rug Dealer Simulator, a similar thing happened to where it kind of just like stunted the channel's growth there for a few months, and then all of a sudden it came back. So I feel like maybe there's a good chance. If that's happening to somebody who has a channel of his caliber, of his size, there's a good chance that's probably happening here as well. No? Holy piggy!
Howdy doody every booty.
Every booty. I love it. Piggy, thank you so much for the 20 bones. I really do appreciate that. You definitely didn't have to. I'm pretty sure that's going to put you pretty close. Hang on. Pretty dang close to the top of the leaderboard with 1,000 XP now. Right below Val with 1275. Below Joss with 1475. Thank you so much, Piggy. That's very kind of you. Yeah, what an entrance, for real. Marilyn, what's going on? Welcome back to stream. Thank you for joining. Batgirl Live said, can confirm they stopped pushing vids. I was so into Schedule 1 and then I stopped getting it popping up. Yeah, I wonder if the algorithm decided, it's about rugs. We can't be pushing that. And maybe anyone who was uploading it is now being kind of like shunned almost. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I stopped that when I did. I had a feeling when we got into it that it might have a similar thing to what happened, like I said, with Rug Dealer Simulator. But yeah. Is no bueno. Is no bueno. Those are pretty small, huh? So I'm thinking we're gonna do some more shirts. Probably over here. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Because I hadn't really heard any other content creator talk about it. Like, I'm noticing my own personal numbers not doing very well. But, you know, part of me just feels like, oh, maybe I fell off. Maybe people just aren't as into it as they used to be or something. But then after watching his video, I'm like, oh, could be something else. Might not even be my fault, except for me having played Schedule 1. It'll get better. Hopefully. Okay, so we've got t-shirts over there. Oh, and they're different. That makes me so happy. I was worried I was going to have to go through and like change all the colors of the shirts that are available and stuff, but does not seem to be the case. That's excellent. Okay, so I feel like maybe these would be better suited behind our counter, behind the register. Random dude, sounds good, brother. Take her easy. Thanks for joining today, even if it was just for a little while. Appreciate your time. Hope you had good time. That looks pretty close to the center. Okay, so with those freshies, we're gonna have to link those. Confirm. There she be. Yeah, that looks solid. And then we will take these two. Whoops. So are we playing Supermarket Sim and Plan Code 2 now? Kinda. Yeah. Hopefully this won't be as grindy. I know it won't be, but... Alright. So once again, let's click on this. Click on our chain. Connect some new ones. You can have up to 40? Is that what that said? That's crazy, actually. Whoops. That's connected, right? Yeah, okay. Cool, cool. Back to the islands, then. Should we do... Chat. Dude, I've had the hardest time speaking this week. It's been unreal. I got like mush mouth or something. Like I can't enunciate enough. It's weird. It's weird. What I was going to ask is, should we do a circular island like we had before, or should we elongate it slightly with one of these like straight midsections? What do you reckon? I'll let you decide. Harshita is back to lurk mode. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Do one big one on one side and two small ones on the opposite side. That's a great idea, Kathy. Okay, so we'll get the best of both worlds. Macerson said I didn't hear the question. That sucks, man. I don't know what to tell you. Wish I could repeat myself, honestly. I can't. There's just this mental filter. I just, you know. Oh, he didn't hear the question, but now he says elongated. That's the most sus thing I've ever heard. Seems to be the right answer, he says. Oh, gosh. Macerson, I feel like Macerson gives class clown vibes. In a good way. I don't mean that offensively. Okay, I like the spread here. I think this one should probably be something else, but we might be able to change that after the fact. So let's take these and copy them. Oh. Why you no work? There it is. So we could have one here. We could do another one like here. And then just an elongated one on this side, you think? You might enjoy the grocery store tycoon game. I kind of got a bone to pick with that genre. It's like they saw Supermarket Sim doing so well. And then there's another one that just came out recently. It's like Supermarket Together or something. They basically took an existing game and just made it multiplayer, which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like they probably jumped on the bandwagon a little too late. Because I'll make a supermarket video now and it does not pull views. Whereas it used to just, I didn't even need to say nothing. It could have been 5 minutes long and people just ate that up for some reason. Where was I going with that? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. I'm sort of anti new grocery store games now, because it does just seem like they're, you know, they're just trying to capitalize on another game's success for their own financial gain. Feels weird. Especially for a game with such a simple concept. But no, Supermarket Sim got to a point where it was just too grindy. And it started to take too long to unlock the next round of upgrades, you know what I mean? It just kind of lost its fun because it was too repetitive, too much of a grind. Batgirl Liv said, I rewatched almost all of Supermarket Sim last night while I slept. I appreciate that. I know I've talked to you about that before. I can imagine you were locked into a playlist, and mad respect. Mad respect. The channel kind of needs that. Just a little bit. It's not dying. The channel's not dying. It's just like sleeping. It's hibernating. In the eyes of the algorithm, I mean. How is that one lined up there? These could never. That seems way too close to the bench. Oh, because there's... Yeah, right. That checks out. So I'm going to put it in the middle. This and here. Whoops. Why do I keep doing that? What am I selecting? I just want these. That looks good. I mean, we've got to get them connected still, but that doesn't look terrible. Look at that. And then with these, something that might look a little bit better is if we kind of rotate them so they're not perfectly aligned with everything else. I don't love doing this. This doesn't make me happy. It's more satisfying to me when everything's like aligned. But visually, I know this can go a long way sometimes. Yes, should be a new episode of Drive Beyond Horizons tomorrow. Dude, I've got bug bites everywhere, chat. Do you see this one? You probably can't see that one. I have another one on my leg that I'm not going to show because it's too high up. But it's huge. Something's been biting me like while I'm in the office, and I think it's spiders. Maybe we'll turn into Spider-Man. Showing off the biceps. Uncle T. What biceps? Come on. Come on. Macerson said, show the bite, coward. I would rather not get demonetized. What? It's high up enough. It's high up enough to where there could be a ball slip. Okay? And we don't need that. On live television, we don't need that. Do I have pets? Could be ticks. Yeah, that's one of my shoulders the itchiest at the moment. Keep it to yourself, King. Ball slip mention counter 1. Austin D, welcome back to Strem. Thanks for joining us. Oh, can you make the circular shelves spin slowly? Completely silly, but it'd look cool. I wonder if we should do that with this. Like the old shovel display that we had. Let's see if we can't do that. That's a really good idea, Matthew. Was that Matthew? Yeah. Was it this one? Yes, sir. Rotational. Do we want to add it to the scenery group? We should probably have it be its own separate thing. And then let's rotate it that way. Let's grab this. Oh no. Oh no, I don't think we can. Shoot. Attach scenery. Hang on. Maybe we can. If we can find the stuff in here, that's just decor. Oh, it can't be done. Because this isn't a scenery piece. It's a facility, technically. Right? Yeah, because you got to get those from in here. I don't think that would work. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's all right. Hey, that's all right. We tried. We tried. You know what? I'm just going to hit undo. Whoops. Yeah, that's all right. Good idea, though. I'm sure there's a way to do it sneakily. But I don't want to take the time to figure that out right meow. Should we change the color of the shelves, chat? What do you reckon? Macerson said rats. Dr. Bab said mice. Uncle T said gophers. Macerson comes back with gerbil. Y'all are something. Y'all are something. We should change the color of the cabinets. I mean, it's just too blue. There's too much blue happening here. We could try for brown. Brown shelves would look good. And then white cabinets. Yeah, brown's too dark, I think. We could do white cabinets. That could be black because it's like brackets. And then that. Maybe we do white as well. Is it too white? Gosh, what color are the walls? Ruddy blue. It looks different on this. Yeah, that's the same one. Should we do that? Toogii color shelves. That's crazy. That's nuts. Honestly, wild. Brown would fit the theme better. What if we did brown base cabinets and the white backdrop is just ruining it for me. I kind of like the blue. Oh, dude, red, white, and blue. Yeah. Not all of them have the little display cabinet too at the base. White is way too bright. Just go all brown. I think we at least need, was it this one? Which one was the brackets? This one. I think we at least need, like, black trim on the metal pieces, maybe, no? Lighten up the brown. We did have a lighter brown we were using elsewhere. Was this the same? I think this is different, no? Go on, get. That's still the best name. Do we like that more? Gosh, if you turn your light on, it looks really different. Ooh, maybe a saddle-scented candle? Is it a sat-in saddle scent, or is it a fresh saddle scent? Yeah, we do need to sell some cowboy hats at the very least. I think you're right about that. Colors. Let's change our color. Gosh, I still really like that light blue. I keep coming back to it. Yay or nay? I think the blue looks good. It needs some sort of contrast, but also shouldn't be the same color as the wall. We like this? Ooh, 10-day cattle drive saddle scent. PU. That's a stanky candle, dude. I've got one in the office called Explorer, and I still don't know what it's supposed to smell like. It smells good, but you know? We got another one the other day, too, for free. We went to get laundry detergent. They were like, if you spend more than, I think it was like $5, it was nothing. You get a free candle. I said, heck yeah, brother. Sign me up for that free candle. And I still haven't lit it. Excuse me? That was weird. Yeah, see, this looks good. This looks good, 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 good. You bet you're sweet, Bippy. Oh, that changes the hanger colors over there. Huh. We've got some sunnies on display. I like the guitar, too, or ukulele, whatever that's supposed to be. Even just that alone, I think, looks better than default. That should be brown. This should be black. And that should be blue. Can you dig it, chat? Can you dig it? I'm sold. Ball slip candle scent. You guys, you gotta stop. Oh, shoot. Have I built a dark ride yet, Toogii? Nah. No, I'm not a big fan of the dark rides, personally. You do so much work, and then it's all hidden away. The only time you ever see it is when you ride it, which isn't often. I need a t-shirt that says not a fan of dark rides. Or you bet your sweet bippy. Or you guys need to stop. What else did I just say recently? Okay, they are all connected, correct? Correct. Beautiful. 29 out of 40. With room to grow. Okay, so there's 30 items not available. Balloons. Posters. Why don't we have any posters? Is there a separate poster? There's probably a separate poster shelf, isn't there? Let us see. Very, very quick. That's just pool floaties. I was thinking that would probably be poster display. That has puzzles. That's postcards. Where are les posters? This one. Umbrella and posters. Let's just do one of those. Here. We'll remove the trash can. We've got plenty of other trash cans. It's gonna be all right. Hey, at least it already came with that color combo on it. It's nice. We probably want it this way. Cool. That doesn't have colors. Nope. Looks good to me. Okay, why am I yawning already, dude? Whoops. Should say how many now? 30. Okay. Check this one mo again. We're not gonna do umbrellas. Oh, but we probably should, shouldn't we? That's like typically something that the guests would purchase. So we are gonna do that. There it is. I can't believe that we went through all of that effort during the previous stream to make this, only to just delete it here today. I say make, we did yoink it from Plastic Swans and just modified it. But it still took a while. I mean, you saw. Are the counters like restaurant tables where they have to be a certain distance, or could you put things on the outside porch? I could put things on the outside porch if there was a path. There's not actually a path on top of the porch, just from this. Actually, not even. If I remember right, we angled it in. Let me check. Yeah, we angled it in. So that's where the path goes, straight to the door. That way we don't have anyone walking through walls, you know? That tends to look pretty bad. Oh, still got this somehow. Okay. So we probably didn't need to fire that guy. Sorry, buddy. But he is on his way out. So we need... Should auto... Yeah, auto hire once opened. There we go. And this guy's got a mustache. Alvaro Katz. That's gonna be our guy. Bargain pricing is fine with me. We're selling everything except for balloons and floaties. That's perfect for this area. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, shop radio. I might kill the shop radio. And we can add our own speaker, hopefully with some Western theme. Oh yeah, and then I'd still want to go around and like try to change what's actually on the shelves. It would be a shame if we couldn't do cowboy hats over here instead of like a Viking helmet and a farmer hat. Let's see. We need speakers. Wrong category. Park speaker flats. That looks nice. Okay. Ambiance, sound effects, or music? Probably music, right? This is war. That's not the one. Skull? I only dip skull berry. Or skull citrus. Ding. That's giving medieval. How do you even pronounce this one? Horror? Jano Onda. Not the one I wanted. They've got a Doja Cat song in here? It's that one. It's that one, chat. Yes, sir. Yep. Oh, it's one of the better ones. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, there should be playlists, yeah? We've got even more Western down there, unless that's the same stuff. Let's go back. It did say you could do playlists, I thought. Oh, you probably select... Well, we need to put this in the saloon. Can you just select multiple? Doesn't look like it. I want to select multiple. Scroll all the way down. Ah. Thanks. Thanks. We'll set it to like 25%. Hopefully that gets people boot scooting boogieing. Let's see if we can change the color of the speaker too. Have it blend into the wall a little bit. The speaker mesh has to be black still. It just has to be. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. You can it's directional. I mean, you can tell where it's coming from. Look. She's got a little gift bag. And so does he. That's so cool. Oh, and so does this little kid too. Look at that. I like it. Can it be hidden in the wall? Yeah, would you rather I just hide it? There we go. Okay. Right. We need to see if we can change what's on these shelves. I mean, no matter what, this is only ever going to be mugs. So as long as they're different, I guess that's fine. And it looks like they are. Or wait. It's not just mugs. And I love the people behind the counter looking at these shelves. And you can just enable or disable. That's really nice. The merchandise. Okay, so we've got hats. We've got jigsaws, which we do have elsewhere. Mascot props. Mugs. Plushies. We don't have plushies anywhere else, I don't think. Key rings. We do have. Caps. Okay. So let's do jigsaws. Maybe no mythology. Let's do planet theme. And we'll do resort theme for the mugs. Maybe some novelty hats. Oh. There isn't a cowboy hat, chat. Not yet. Not yet, there ain't. I guess we can keep that. Let's swap out the Viking one for maybe King Coaster's crown, though. The straw hat is about as close as we're gonna get to being on brand out here. And then we can do mugs again, I guess. Or maybe plushies. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so this side is hats. Let's get that straw hat in there. And then we'll do Queen Splash. More plushies. Just all of the shirts? Huh. It says 5 out of 8. And it's just t-shirts. Okay, so those we can't really change that much. I want to keep caps on the center thing and key rings. So we'll do some more plushies over here, I suppose. Caps, key rings, hats, puzzles. And then mugs over here. This is a lot of work for just some fine tuning of the space, honestly. That looks fine to me. Maybe we'll swap this other hat for key rings. Mugs. More mugs. There we go. All right, we switched it up enough. I think we're good. Make sure there's nothing else that we can do here. 3 out of 3 and 3 out of 3. All right. Cool. Let's save. I'm gonna go to McDonald's real quick, so I'll be back soon. Can you give me 2 cheeseburger? Give me the 2 cheeseburger meal, medium fry, medium Dr. Pepper, no ice, please. And like a spicy McChicken. Still haven't tried the McCrispy strips. Still haven't. Maybe someday. I'm kind of scared. Just making sure that we couldn't finally change the menu. Doesn't seem like we can. I'm still hearing that. From clear over here. Crazy. Okay, we need another speaker. Maybe let's put that up here. And this one just needs to be saloon. That's perfect. There it is. We got our saloon music now set up, chat. Kind of a big deal. The strips ain't that good. All right, all right. Oh, breading threw off the taste. I could see that. It's different. You know, I've never been a big chicken nugget guy. McNugget guy, specifically. I love Nuggies. Shout out Nuggie Gang. But I've never really cared for McNuggets. Okay? Had them the other day with some honey mustard. Phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Honestly, would get again. They're pretty good. You can't be Tendy Gang, though. Nuggie Gang feels like a crazy throwback, doesn't it? It's like about 5 years ago, I think, at this point. It's crazy. Crazy. Queenie M, what's going on? Welcome back to Strem. Yes, Chick-fil-A nuggets are the best. Can confirm. Though Chick-fil-A is also kind of the worst at the same time, if you catch my drift. We don't need to get into that. All right, I guess just the saloon speaker is the only other addition that I needed to make to that. I'm really happy that we were able to get this all set up today. However, it's finally time to start building the police station. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this little guy. If I can remember which one. Was it really always 2 separate buildings? I don't remember that. And you know what? I want to rotate this so it's the same as everything else. See how it's just slightly off? There we go. Now when we build, it'll be a lot easier to slide stuff around. really can't talk today. It's been all week, actually, thus far. Okay. So we are going to start with this. That way we can hopefully make a bit more progress sooner rather than later. I almost need to have that... Hang on, I think I took a picture of it with my phone. I almost need that Bright Sun Films thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. That one. This is the... Just a reminder, this is the building we're going to try to make today. Or something similar, I guess. So let's start with the roof and also the color of the building. So it's going to be sort of a lighter gray. Maybe that's silver. And then the brown, it's almost that dark teal, but it's a little bit lighter. So we're going to go duck blue. I just love that color combination for some reason. The light gray with that teal just works, man. Okay, this one can be changed, but the one below it can't be. We're going to end up doing different signage anyways, so we'll get rid of those two. And then this, let's see what this looks like if we change that color. Okay, colors are not appearing to be the same. They're a little off. So for this... a little bit brighter. That might be a custom color type of situation. And those probably aren't even the pieces that we're going to need, actually. Yeah, in fact, that's definitely not the piece that we're going to use. Is it board and bat, though? I can't really tell. It kind of looks like it. No, it's siding. Okay. Let's... Shoot, I'm trying to think of how to do this, because, like, there's certain roof pieces that only have this little wood deal. How can we still hear that music clear as day from over here? It's so far away from us. I don't hate it, but it's just weird. We could... Oh, lime plaster. We could use the modern wood and maybe change the color of it, but again, I don't think it has those roof pieces that we're after. I don't want to use this one. Oh yeah, we've got some more new pieces in here. Some pirate-themed stuff. God, that's so nice to have that in finally. The stucco. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, that's got some cool pieces. I'm into it. Was it Viking wood that I was thinking of? No, I don't think so. Here's the wood batten. That's what we have right meow. Yeah, see, maybe this... because it also has those roof pieces. Sort of got these meeting in the middle. Oh. Oh, I chose the wrong one. Quips. Yeah, we just gotta flip her around. No big deal. Height doesn't look great. Maybe I should have just started a fresh build. Oh, but it copied that whole thing too already. But not the stairs. Yeah, I'll pick off of the other building if we need some stuff. I can't help but be indecisive, chat. It's just who I am. It is just who I am. Okay, that shape already looks mint. Looks perfect. It needs to go over a bit more, and then basically straight down, over, straight down. This could work for that. Maybe. This is too small. I think that's going to set the roof up to be just too small. Or the whole building, really. Oh, that's not even the same. Dang it. Okay, let's change colors so we can get a better feel for it. That should be silver. It's already silver, oddly enough. That should be duck blue. Actually looks more blue, not teal. Okay, that's fine. And then what's this? Oh, that's the roof. Well, the roof is tin. So this can be whatever. We'll just go with black. Okay, how do we do this? See that? See that roof structure? You probably can't. It's a little blown out. A little overexposed, but you see that how it's like tiered? I don't know how to do that. We almost need this same wood, but not the roof. Oh. No. No, it goes too far down. Coming back to this one. That's so close. But it's only gonna work. Yeah, see, and then that bottom one gets in the way. If we could just have the little square, I mean, done, right? If we could just get rid of that right there and this one here, that's the shape that we need. James Weston, welcome back. Good to see you. Anyone else who's just now joining us, we are building the police station today. I realize that's a crazy pun, but that's what we're going to try to make. I think we're going to have to get custom with it. We're going to need some wood. Ooh, fairy tale themed drawbridge. Oh, the exploding barrel is back too. That's more piratey though than Western, right? And the fairy tale band. So good to see some of these things in here. I don't think I've ever built like a full-on fairy tale theme either. That's cool. Got the pirate animatronics are back. The Kraken, of course. Uh-oh. Might have to update the yawn counter. Where's all the wood? Ooh, fancy. I could use resort windows. A thick wooden beam. Scaled down, I think that's still gonna be too big and probably won't give us the right color. Because like it's supposed to be green, but it's not. Treasure chest. That's sick. Very sick. Isn't this fun, chat? I figured it was going to be difficult to recreate this structure, specifically this part of it, but I didn't think it'd be this difficult for me to find a piece that might work. Got a... Oh no, that's the same balcony. We've seen that one before. Wooden beam framework. It's cool. Come on, man. Ooh. Is that paintable? It's not. We might just have to go back to using these wooden pillars. I think that's gonna have to do. Oh, but it makes it so much darker. Or hang on, that's only like one side. This side looks a bit closer. Right? Oh. Didn't realize I had my light on. Did the general store get finished? You bet your sweet bippy it did. I'm gonna turn it around so we can work with the sun. Yeah, she's all finished up. We even changed up, I'm just gonna show you real quick. We changed up all the souvenirs and stuff to the ones that are legit now. Turned out good. Got some music in there. Saloon has ambient music now as well. Like I said, this could work. What's the scale? What's the scale difference between Okay, okay, okay. I was gonna say, you know what else we could do is just take these beams and sort of cover up all of this, but then we're gonna have to try to do a curve. Sorry if I'm asking something that you already answered, but what are you doing now? We are building the police station. It's gonna double as both the security post and the bathroom for the Western theme zone. The only bathroom thus far. Jolene said that the general store looks really good. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Oh, Batgirl Live said already about time for my lunch nap. Yo, enjoy. Mooney Soup said I always miss the stream. So excited to finally make one. I'm glad you could make it. Happy to have you here. Melosaurus, absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe... Gosh, I just can't figure out a good way to make this all happen today. What's this called? Wood plank. We might... Whoops. We might have to use these in some spots. That could reach. That grid is really getting in my way here. I love how the music just keeps fading in and out. It has no idea what's going on. Okay. I want to try just blank. Because if we did this... and then slid it in... about halfway. No, I hate when I do that. Okay, about there. Oh, you know what? Even if we do it this way, then there's no way for us to bring that roof line over. Why's it gotta be so hard? I just want a similar... Maybe we don't even have to do that shape. Maybe we could get by with this. Even that is going to use beams that we just don't have. We can't reproduce. We can't reproduce. I realize I'm not even talking about what problem I'm having. We can't reproduce this same wood. That's the issue I'm having. And then with this one, the shape is better, the size is better, but I can't reproduce that roof either. I ran into the same issue with this too and ended up just having to use the same... It's a whole thing. We're not going to get into that. But now I don't know what to do. Except just maybe make it from scratch. But then how do we do the radius? How do we do the curve? We don't. And then these are darker. That's a whole nother problem. It's not the same wood type. Yeah, we're gonna try to go straight custom, I guess. I don't know what else to do here. And maybe we just scrap the radius idea? One's a little bit larger. Why don't these line up? They're the same. Holy dude. It's just one thing after another. It's from the same thing. Why would this one be so much wider than that one? Why? Why? Same issue here. Different wood type. Different roof type. Different wood type. Here we go. Different size. Why is it a different size? Who's using this? Oh my. Does this scale? It doesn't. Because it's a grid piece. Coarse. Yeah, you read my mind. Unfortunately, they cannot be scaled. Come on. Nope, I don't. I want this. Good Lord. Make it stop. I feel and on that note, coming soon, our boy is hangry. I'm not hangry. I'm not hangry. Maybe a little bit. I had breakfast though. Kinda. Oh, it's so close. If only there were a round shape that we could use that had the same wood and stuff and things or whatever. Again, this is the same, but for some reason it's not as wide as these other ones, and it totally ruins the look of it. Again, grid pieces can't be scaled. Wood comes in all shapes and sizes. Well said, Piggy, well said. Oh, there are these. There are these. But that doesn't help me... Because how would you make this thicker? You have to move that one out first. And then you have to move it out this way also. And now we have a gap. Nope. That's not it. I just keep coming back to this one. Maybe we can make it work somehow. Maybe we can just have it kind of look like crap. A little bit. That's not really the shape that I'm going for at all. If you put the woods down, can you not make the, change the size with... Yeah, you can, but, like... I can't just... For this, back to this radius piece, I can't just, like, scale up the thickness of it and not the overall size of the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, now that's nice and chunky how I need it, but it's 4x, 3x the size it was before. Wonder if we could do it another way. Whoa, where the heck did we just go? Jeez. Why? Why? I'm just gonna back out of all that. Hopefully reset it. That is not what I was hoping for. It could work though. It really could work though. Make a second building and then merge them together to get the right thickness. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna ditch the circular idea, even though that's what the IRL building had. And we'll probably just have to go custom with it. Maybe using something like this. Oh no, not this again. That can't be scaled either. Wow. Okay, 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 okay. By golly, we are running into some issues today, chat. And that is unfortunate, but also kind of to be expected. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. It's never easy. Looks more like metal than wood, though. The color's there. How does it clip into itself? A very obvious seam. And then these, like I said earlier, are too dark. I think. I don't know, maybe we can make that work. Totally.
Don't tell my employees, but I schedule meetings with Tobias Lando each Wednesday from 1 to 3 so I can watch Toogii videos and live streams. Hashtag winning.
And Darren! Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. Who's Tobias Lando? Your employees probably don't even know. That's amazing. I appreciate all that you do, brother, just to make it to the streams. I really, really do. I didn't want to put in Toogii. Too obvious, right? Too obvious. Tobias Lando. That is so good. That is so good. I needed that. I needed that, Darren. I was starting to get too comfortable. Is this as short as they come? It is. The scale of this building is so tricky. Should not be this tricky. Like what? Maybe I can bring the whole thing down after the fact. Also, this couldn't possibly be one of those. We'll have to do... We're losing money, actually. End of the day report was much, much less than it usually is. Wood plank. Why does this not snap to the... Interesting. Clips to the top. See, and then if I scale it down, it's going to lose its thickness. We don't want that, for obvious reasons. It already feels too big. I mean, maybe if we bring another one of these over. It's gonna be enormous. And it's never as easy as just duplicating it. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That would be too simple. That could work. Feels like we're kind of getting somewhere. Just gotta move these two up a little bit higher. God, this is going to be a massive building, though. The frustration is real. I looked at that image. I'm not kidding, chat. I looked at that Bright Sun Films thumbnail, and I thought, for sure, I can make that building, no problem. There's this piece that I could use for that. There's this other piece that I could use for that. And now I'm here, and I don't know if it's doable. I mean, this isn't even what the building was supposed to look like. But we're still here. Trying her out. So I wonder if we drop this all down, if it'll start to line up a little bit better. We brought this... Oh, right. So then it's going to do that then, mate. Yeah, well, right. Okay. These clip? They don't clip. So it almost has to be that width. You know what? It's going to get hidden by a... We might be on pace for a 24-hour stream at this rate. Please don't say that. Let's see. I still think it's doable, man, but we're not going to be able to do that arch. Oh, Oksana just said, can you call me? Chat, can you give me a sec? She literally just texted and said, can you call me? This could be anything. It could be about anything. I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere, chat. I'll be right back. We'll hold. All right. Love you so much. I'm going to put you on the hold screen then. Chat, it's bad. Chat, it's bad. We're replacing our windows, right? You remember me talking about that? So Oksana just called me. Apparently the guy's coming right now. I have like 30 minutes to go to the bank and pull out the deposit for the windows. So I gotta bounce. Unfortunately, the only vehicle I have here is my project car, which doesn't have AC, and my brother-in-law's car, which also doesn't have AC. Not to always be the guy that complains about AC, but yeah, that sucks. Feels bad, man. So I actually have to skedaddle. No joke. Brian says you got this. I don't
Brian
know,
says you
Piggy.
got
Thank you
this.
so much for the dono. You definitely did not have to do that. I do have to skedaddle. I have to go get some funds, some cold hard cash, and then come back to the house. Wait for the guy to get here. He's got to do some additional like measurements and stuff. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can come back and we can keep streaming because we've done nothing today. We have got nothing done, and it's gonna put me in a real bummer mood if I have to end my day like this. So I love you so much, chat. Mods, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for moderating, keeping the chat nice and clean. We've got Uncle T with the 10 bones, Batgirl Liv with the 2 bones, Harshita with the 2.99, Harshita again with the 14.99, Val with the 10 euros, Joss with the 20 pounds, Val with the additional 10 euros, Piggy Chop with 20 bones twice, and Darren with the 5 buckaroonies. Thank you guys so much for all the donos today. I really, really do appreciate it, especially now that I have to go take money out for Windows. That'll be good though. That'll be good. Anyways, that's it for me for now. Like I said, hopefully I can come back. I love you so much, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we'll be back today.